not represent La'Moore Media Versatility, that of any broadcast networks utilized, its advertisers, or sponsors. All content is subject to copyright and may not be reproduced in any form without prior written consent by La'Moore Media Versatility. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests of Colorful Voices of Sisterhood are for general public information and entertainment purposes only.
Welcome to Colorful Voices of Sisterhood. So good to have you guys back. First of all, we'd like to thank you guys for being loyal, dedicated viewers. And remember to follow, like, and share our broadcast. Hello, ladies.
Hello. What a brighter day we have.
We are in pink today. We are going to be talking about breast cancer awareness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, obviously October is a month for that. But before we get started on our topic,
let's talk. But before you go into that, they had, what was it, the pink baby dolls? There was something with pink, and it was in the doll houses and stuff.
Oh.
So we can all be in the doll house with our pink.
Oh yeah, like the Barbie thing.
Yeah, the Barbie
There you
thing.
go.
The Barbie that was wearing the pink. Yeah.
Have you guys seen that movie?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've never had a Barbie.
You never had a Barbie?
No.
Same here.
Never had a Barbie.
Here, sister. But
Wow.
I know the Barbie. Why
We
not?
are the Barbies.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes. Well, I was old when I did get a Barbie.
Yeah.
And now I see Barbie's got to be a certain look. But I see how they're making Barbies now. All
shapes and
different-
sizes and
Asian.
ethnicities.
Yes. So I like that now. So
Yeah. And I think if I had a Barbie that looked like me when I was younger, I would have got one. Yeah, but I wasn't into Barbies.
back then it was, what was it, Ken and
Ken
Barbie
and
Ken.
That was it. Those were choices.
Yeah. No, just kidding.
So I was older when I got my Barbie, when I got me a black Barbie.
Oh,
It was
okay.
very out there. I might have brought it myself.
Yeah.
At the time. And then they have the graduation Barbies and all kinds of
All
Barbies
kinds
now.
of them now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we look like Barbies.
Yeah, we Barbies. We Barbies.
I have a few dolls, but not Barbies.
Oh yeah. Actually, I'll bring it in one of the episodes, but we only got one gift at Christmas, and I could remember every gift that I got, but I still have a few of them. But one of them was a Sylvester cat that was an AM/FM radio.
Wow.
But I still have him. I
Is
got
it still working?
No, the AM/FM radio's gone. I don't know what happened to that. I probably tried to put a cassette player in it at some point.
So you receive one gift every Christmas from your parents.
Yeah.
Ours is love and a piece of nice clothes. Not a piece, but
Yeah.
Stuff on
So we
bottom.
did get that, like our stuffing was filled with like
Sauce.
fruits, apples and oranges. But as you got older, I realized they were from the Goodfellows. So the Goodwill gave out like fruit baskets and stuff at Christmas. But my mom used that to fill our stockings. So it's just stuff that I remember, and I guess we'll do another episode on that.
Yeah.
But some people get crazy at
They
Christmas.
get over crazy.
Yes.
Overspending.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
true.
because it is October, it is also domestic violence.
Domestic violence, Alzheimer's month. This month right here, and domestic violence is something that really, truly needs to be made aware, talked about, because it goes beyond just the physical hitting, because that's important. But what happens when it's emotional?
Emotional.
Yeah, you got a lot of partners. I should say partners, because some of them aren't married. But a lot of partners that actually use the money.
Yeah.
Where they don't have access to it, or they only get a certain amount to use. So very controlling that way too. So that is abuse.
Yeah. And it got to be made aware because there is help out there for people with domestic violence.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get ourselves in a situation where we feel like we can't get out. But there's a way out because that affects not just you, but families behind you.
That's
Your
right.
kids and everybody.
And not just emotional abuse, physical. I mean,
Spiritual.
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Emotional.
Spiritual's a
Yeah.
good one. Yes.
Because we don't talk about that. The spiritual abuse that goes on.
Wow, there's a lot. So I'm glad that it's a month dedicated for that awareness. I know tomorrow night, me and Diana be going to a candlelight vigil. So our local Onslow Women's Center, which helps those who are fleeing domestic abuse, whether it's emotional, physical, sexual, they hold a candlelight vigil for all those who passed throughout the past year due
Is
to
this yearly?
domestic violence.
It's yearly. It's
Yeah.
yearly. And it's sad to say, I think the numbers are increasing,
Yeah.
not decreasing, increasing.
It definitely went up during COVID. Yes.
Exactly, because people are just knowing each other. They're just staying home, and that's
Yeah. Yeah. The stress level alone. Yeah. So if there's abuse, it definitely intensified.
But it was amazing to me how, because you was home, I guess, even though you been married, what you do, you didn't find out that you really didn't like each other, or the control was more there, the physical and
you
the
get
mental
each
and
other's
spiritual.
nerve. Oh,
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
probably a lot of that takes into account. But even when you bring up the children, for example, the children were home all the time now. Helping them with their homework, and that was stressful for a lot of parents, especially if they didn't know how to do the homework. So I think there's a lot of factors that play into that. They weren't working,
Right.
so a lot of businesses closed down during COVID. So I think a lot
finance
of
took
stuff,
apart.
yeah, finance.
I always wonder warning signs. What do we look for when we? Because I'm one of these people. When I ask my friend, "How are you doing?" I look right at them because I want to know how are you.
How are
doing?
they doing?
Yeah.
and you can just tell. They don't
Yeah.
want to speak out, but you can just tell when you're having a conversation with them.
Right. And we wait.
Yeah.
But I think
How
if the
can
more you
we-
put the information out, the resource, people have it. So when they need it,
Even when they need it.
you was gonna say something.
Yeah, how can we really have these women speak out? They tend to so quiet,
Yeah.
and they don't
I
want
think
to
it's
share.
because they don't know what's available to them out there. And there's some, just because we do support the Onslow Women's Center, there are some that are repeat visitors to the shelter too. So a lot of them go back to the situation, and that could be a financial.
And that's mostly what it is financially.
Yeah.
They can't figure out how to get out of it, or I cannot afford to be on my
To
own.
be on my own.
So I'd rather stay in this abuse relationship or this abuse. So, I have somewhere to stay.
And especially if you got children.
Yeah, it's hard.
It makes it really hard. So that's why I think it's important for people to know in their communities what their resources are.
And then we talk to our, not just girls, but, our boys go through, men go through
yeah.
abuse as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So it may not be as more prevalent, to men folk, but they do go through abuse.
Yeah. And it might be just because there's that stigma there too, where men don't want to come forward saying that they are abused. So once again, it's just that stigma that's out there, especially for men.
Yeah. I think it just needs to be said in the churches, communities. It needs to be talked about like everywhere. Let's talk about it. Let's kill the elephant in the room. There's help out there. Financially, banks and stuff need to have some kind of program to help people.
To help people
Right.
get on
Yeah,
their feet.
to get on their feet, figure out. Because there's a lot of resources. We just don't connect together to know that resource.
Yeah.
Like 211 is an amazing
A
resource.
great resource. Great
But
resource.
people don't know that 211 is there, that they can call that number to get help.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's also sometimes it's the shame.
Yes. Oh,
that
yeah.
They don't want to
Yes.
talk about it. They rather keep it to themselves.
Oh, yeah.
But we talk a lot of resources out there that they can get help here and there, 1-900 numbers or whatnot.
Yeah.
It's
And that's what I think Diana's got the point is, it needs to be the forefront of conversations so that it is open out there and people will no longer feel ashamed because it's not their fault. It's not the fault of the victim. it's on the perpetrator.
Right.
So we need to really change that aspect. So just like, it just bothers me when I'm a big SVU law and order person. But when you see them on during the court, how they victimize the victim on the stand, we need to change that whole mindset that it's not the victim's
Right.
fault.
It should be,
So
because the system is you're pretty much guilty and you got to be proven innocent, but you're already guilty. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's the victim always got to fight for everything.
fight for everything.
And I think that is just wrong to me.
Yeah.
But also, what's wrong with the person that does it? There's something mentally going on with that person that does all that abusing.
Yeah.
It may follow from generation to generation to generation. How do they break that?
Yeah. Yeah. Someone needs to stand up in that family. Stand up and say, enough is enough. I'm leaving. This is it. And for example, Fetihya. She was in an abusive relationship. She saw how it was affecting her child, which is only 4 at the time. He's 5 now. 4 at the time. She said, that's enough. I can't have my child grow up in this environment.
I remember when I first got married, when me and my husband was getting ready to get married, that's one thing my daddy said. Don't hit her.
Don't.
If you feel like you got to abuse her, bring her back home. And he said she got a mouth. But that was one thing that he set the standards.
Yeah.
And I believe in setting that standards even with my, don't do that. You're going to have heated arguments.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of marriage. That's part of relationship. But when it goes to the point where it's mental, physical, spiritual, emotional abuse, I think you really need to consider.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even just one. I mean, with the rest of the LLY that we're talking about, mentally. Once somebody did that to you, or get out. I mean, you might stay for 1, 2, or 3 more times because you're giving him a chance. But more than that, no.
Yeah. You gotta.
Well, too, what happens when our military have gone away and come back home and they don't come back the same?
Oh, yeah. They don't come back the same. I know that. I left and I didn't come back the same. So I think that as the spouse and the family really need to look for that and get them in to get help as soon as possible. The sooner you catch it, the better chances of them making it through that is greater. Otherwise, they'll turn to alcohol, drugs. I mean, anything to make them feel better.
Because you saw a lot.
Oh yeah,
know?
yeah.
And you got to know what the triggers is. I'll ask people, what is your trigger?
Yeah.
Because certain things could trigger a person to do stuff.
Yeah.
So, even in a relationship, what's your triggers?
Yeah. And that's good. That's a good way because understanding each other too. So I know if Johnny don't eat, he becomes hangry. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, will someone give him a cheeseburger, please? It's just one of those things you just know.
You're
You
right.
got to know your partner and what affects him and what doesn't affect him. So, so when I came back, I was angry all the time, and Johnny noticed it because that's not me. So he finally sat me down and said, hey, something's not right here. You need to go get checked out. And I did, I'm not ashamed to say, I'm on medication now to help me, control that. But I think, and that's something else that shouldn't be an elephant in the room either. Be able to talk about that mental health piece of it. But we've been good since. But if Johnny wouldn't have sat me down, I wouldn't have known. Yeah, I probably lost my family by now. You know what I mean?
Right.
But for him to notice that hey, you ain't right. You need to go get some help.
But you was willing to listen to him to say something
Oh,
else.
yeah.
So you
Yeah.
both know,
Right. Didn't he also serve in it?
Yes, he did too. Yeah, he got out. He did 6 years. He got orders to 29 Palms, and I got orders to Oklahoma City. And so one of us was going to get out. So he got out, and I stayed in. And the deciding factor was everybody says, well, why would he get out? He would have got paid more when he got out as an electrician than I would have as doing some clerical work.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it worked for us. It worked for us, yeah.
And it's still working.
But you're still working? We're going
I
strong.
love it.
Good.
But I think that's important for family members to know if there's changes in an individual.
And be willing to speak up and
Say
not go in
something.
room and talk. Because things happen. Even as we get older, menopause, things
yeah.
women go through and they can't even figure out.
Even men
Yes.
went through that.
Yes. But it changes.
Yes.
The
and a little pill might can help balance that hormone
exactly.
out there. Just something,
Yeah. Yeah. There's
Wow.
a lot of
Wow.
stuff out there, but it's Domestic Violence Month, so really look at the resources in your community, look out for one another. So I think
Yeah.
it's good that we have a month dedicated.
And don't
to
let
that.
it be the elephant in the room.
Oh, yeah. Talk about
Talk
it.
about it early. Talk about with your young people.
Talk
when
about
they're
it.
dating marriage early on.
Oh, especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, bills coming, they don't know how to handle it, so they take it out on each other. So
Yeah.
Especially
we
this coming
Yeah.
holidays again.
Gosh, yes.
Oh gosh, holidays coming up too. Yeah, but
So-
finances is the number one reason for divorce.
Yeah. And it's the lack of communication.
Yep.
Because there are things out there that make it help if you can communicate and find out what's going on. But, this season also is a high season for suicide.
Yes.
Something about that.
Oh yeah. Well, and it's good that the government established a line dedicated for that
Yes.
now. So 988 is the number. If you're in crisis or know somebody in crisis, get them to call that number 988 and save a life.
Yeah, it's very important.
And I think domestic violence also have a number that people can also call. I think it's like 1-800-domestic something.
Yes.
Domestic like that. There's help out there
Yes.
Yeah.
for it. But we got to definitely not let it be the elephant in the room. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. We're too advanced in our society for something like this to happen to any one of us.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Let's use those resources out there.
Yes. I believe in that. And then this month also is Alzheimer Dementia Awareness Month. I was
Yeah.
able to go to a walk on Saturday
Good.
because my mother deals with dementia. And dementia really took us by surprise.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Because-
It's amazing how many people are affected by that.
My mother is turning 90 next year, and she has all these,
Yeah.
what do you call this? Signs.
Warning
already.
signs of it?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez. Yeah. My grandfather had dementia. Yeah.
And it's like, it's dementia demon is the way I feel like. Because it's like, where did this come from?
Where did this
And
person-
why is there not any help out there to even tell you? I mean, there's not even doctors that specialize in dementia that can tell you anything. You almost got to find all the information out yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I was running, they was like, no, she's aging. I'm like, no, there's more to this than aging. There's something going on. I just cannot figure out what it is.
Because you know your mom.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I spent time with her, so I know like little stuff was happening with her. But it took me to go all the way to Wilmington Memory Access Resource Center, which is called Morris in Wilmington.
Okay.
But I had to trick her to get her down there to find out, okay, what is happening? So me and my
Yeah.
daughters, in the beginning, it was just like everybody was thinking that she was Asian, and I'm like, no, there's more to it. So when we got her down there, my oldest daughter, Danisha, we went to Wilmington and then did the assessment on it, and the lady was able to come right out and tell,
Oh wow.
yeah,
So she has.
Yeah.
because it's more to it than just aging. I
Right.
know you're gonna forget some stuff,
Oh yeah.
but when it gets to the point, she was like really angry.
the whole personality changes.
Yes.
I'm forgetting some now too. I
Oh, yeah.
only one.
Yeah. Yeah. Now that's age.
Yeah, that's great. That's aging. That's all that is.
Oh yeah.
But to be out there to see at the Alzheimer's walk, to see the different things the caregiver, what the caregiver goes through,
Oh wow.
is amazing, and the person itself. So it's like putting on some blinders, but you know something is happening, and I have no control.
Have no control over it.
no control of me being angry, no control of me
Yeah.
wanting to fight.
And
But
that's
I'm
why
fighting
they're
for my
angry.
life.
Yeah,
because
that's-
something is happening.
Yeah.
Right.
And
You
that's
know?
why they're probably angry is their mind's not going the way they want it to. You know, they're not able to do what they want it to.
Yeah.
That they're so used to.
They got some research drugs out there that's coming, and it's supposed to help with like early signs when you're early on. But a lot of times when you catch it, you're at the back end of it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's after signs already showing. Yeah. I wonder, so is there a test you could do earlier in life, I wonder, that would say you're a candidate or, you know, potentially? Because that would make you look out for it, kind of like breast cancer. Like, you know, we get mammograms to check
To
for
detect
that.
that
To
every
detect
day.
it. or you could get a test that you're, especially with family history and stuff, that you're more susceptible of getting breast cancer. So I wonder if there's something the same.
I think there is some tests and stuff out there because she was so far gone. Some things that we missed early on.
Does she get frustrated a lot?
Oh my God! In the beginning, very frustrated at little
And
stuff.
it's vice versa, I bet.
Yeah. Well, I know when my grandfather got it, my mom found out through the police station. They went to my mom's house saying, hey, you know, we really think you need to get your father checked out. He called 911 like 98 times on his neighbor. And he lived in a residential elderly living apartment. And his neighbor was like 88 years old. So they said that he's calling an awful lot. So they had him checked out and he was diagnosed with dementia. But it was good that the police station knew that connection.
Right.
Yeah, because my mom, she had no idea who was calling 911 that many times.
Well, especially if they're in the house by themselves, because after my father passed, my mom was home. So I guess when my daddy was living, there was a lot of stuff we didn't know. So when he passed, there was things that I started finding out.
Oh, yeah.
So me and my brothers, I have two brothers.
Yeah.
So they're amazing because they help take care of my husband and my girls. They're right there to help figure out like what's going on. But my biggest sign that I was going to tell you about is my mom has always been a very clean woman.
Oh.
She's never going to go out of the house. She's going to be well put together. That was one of my signs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And that's how I am. I don't even go to Walmart because you don't know who you're going to run into.
Right.
That's what I told my husband sometime.
I got to brush my hair. I got to put some clothes
You're with this beautiful woman and put something on.
No, you're not going to catch me off guard.
Right. Yeah.
But that's good. That's knowing her, though.
Yes. Spending time with her. and
Yeah.
stuff, yes.
How about in the house also? Is she very organized and clean?
She was, yes. But then we started noticing nails all over the house, just nailing. So I guess while we was asleep in our own house, she was just nailing. So we noticed nails everywhere.
Oh, really?
So those are little
Interesting.
things that you got to be aware of to pick up like what is going on. And then in the beginning, she fought. She was very combative with hers. Some people can live with Alzheimer and dementia and drive and do stuff, and some people can't.
Yeah.
So now it has her in a stage where she doesn't walk. It's easier to take care of her because when she was walking, sundowners was awful.
Oh.
Because she was determined to walk. She wanted to go back. She going home. So in their mind, they retracted back where they was.
Yeah.
So that was
Oh.
that was a very trying time.
Yeah,
but with
I bet.
family coming together, we talk about that sometimes. Family being there for each other. The family support is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Her nieces and stuff stepped up to the plate. You know, but it was just a battle because she wouldn't let us.
Oh,
Now, if she would have let us,
She still wanted to be independent.
Oh yeah, very. Yeah, and that was part you gotta let go.
Yeah.
And then she's gotta trust because I could look in her eyes and I saw the fear, and I would tell her sometimes, "I got you. I got you."
I like that.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Makes me emotional.
Yeah,
That's hard.
it was tough. My sister-in-law, next door, there was time when me and her would go to the hospital, and we had to make a joke out of it to keep it going
keep it
because
going.
no matter what medicine they gave her, she wouldn't calm down. So I told the doctor, "Give it to me. One of us got to go to sleep."
Yeah.
You know, we
yeah,
had to make a
that's funny.
joke out of it.
Yeah.
But together, we still got her home,
Oh, wow.
and we're still taking care of home. The aides come into the house to take,
Yeah.
but life had to take a different shift. On
For
stuff.
everybody,
Yes.
though. For everybody.
I would love to hear that from my kids. I got
Yeah.
you, Mom.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have wonderful kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
So be mindful how you treat your kids when we get older.
Well,
Oh, I told my kids they were little. I was like, hey, if something happens to your dad, I'm coming with you guys. So they know. If you ask them, they'll have a room in their house for me. And I told them I'll rotate between all 5 of you. A couple months here, a couple months there. I'm good.
Yeah, so it's a big thing to be aware of, you know, as we're
Yeah.
going.
Oh, wow. That's scary.
But yeah,
That is scary, though.
it's so nice to hear family comes together, their support, their love, rather than, no, let's put you in the nursing home.
In a
I
nursing
don't
home
like
or
that.
something.
but I will say, with dealing with dementia, the things that I've learned, I tell young people, get involved. You know some stuff. And parents, allow them to know. So when something happens, you know what to do.
What to do.
You know, the biggest thing is we think it's our business. Nobody else need to know about it. Well, at least put it in writing. Give them power of attorney. Because thank God I had power of attorney of her.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was able to do stuff. Because if I wouldn't have had power of attorney, we would have really had a mess.
my
It's all about
goodness.
preparation.
Yes.
We're gonna prep them.
Yeah, yeah,
And I just happened to get it like when after my dad passed. We knew we had to do stuff. So
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
having that
How old
early
is
on.
your mom now?
She'll be 81 next month. Yeah,
Ah,
she's
okay.
81 years old. Yeah, and she was
Wow.
she worked all her life.
Mm-hmm.
So it was almost put me in a state of depression because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she got at this age and now she got
And now
this.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes we
Especially-
think that.
And when you think about people working up into their 60s and 70s now, because they got to make a living, I'm just thinking you got to live life while you can.
Yes.
Take those breaks, use your vacation time. I mean, there's so many people that don't use their vacation time. Take it.
And then they say they can't afford it. Take off. Go to the beach. There's so many places that you can go that don't cost you money.
That's true.
But you, for mental sake, do it.
Do it.
Because she took care of us three, and then some of my dad's family stayed with us too. And I just think about how hard she worked.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do all we can to take care of her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So I'm blessed. I know my family do the same. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that awareness is there.
Uh-huh.
So just like research it, find out, get a jump stop on it.
Yeah.
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 One time I was talking to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, we should build our house in the Philippines so when we're older, we can go there and, oh my gosh, you can live your life.
Yeah.
You have your own maid. You have your own.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, because the
Even-
cost of living is so much cheaper there.
Correct. You can even hire your own nurse, come to your house, live in with you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And here you got to fight
Hopefully.
for that program. And you're on waiting list
Oh,
forever.
really?
Ever. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Unless the family is wealthy and can afford that.
Yeah, that's a shame though. It should be available to everybody.
I'm grateful for my
yeah.
family. I am so
I know,
grateful
same
for that
here.
family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah, and it's amazing. The boys, her boys, and all of us just, jump in there and help.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your mama.
Yes,
That's
and
your
my
mama.
husband, he's just amazing with her.
Uh-huh.
If she won't listen to me, and she'll listen to him.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, that's amazing. I used to have to call him sometimes and say, can you come over here and help me? And she will listen. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I'm the only
Yeah.
girl that she has. So
Oh.
that's fine.
Oh, you like her? Do you think you're more like your mom?
I have more ways like my dad. I have a lot of ways like my mom.
Oh, okay. You
I
got
have a lot of ways like my dad.
Yeah.
Mhm. I can
Okay.
see me in both of them. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
I think my outgoing definitely came from my dad. My mom is very reserved.
Oh, okay.
Very reserved.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how my mom is too. She's
Yeah.
very reserved. But my dad was outgoing.
They all do. Because my dad is pretty much also outgoing, and my mom is more like home.
Yeah.
Homebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So how about breast cancer? You guys affected by that at all with family members or?
Yeah.
Well, knock on wood. Let's see. I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say, but I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, I know some of my friends who has that.
Yeah.
But if they can get early detection,
Yes.
if they can find it out, because yes, I have been affected by it in my family. I've lost family members to breast cancer. My pastor's wife beat it.
Oh, really good. Yeah.
Beat it.
You got to ring the bell.
Yes. She beat
Okay.
breast cancer. And then she dealt with it, I think, about 3 years ago or so. But the early detection
That's
matters.
important.
But it's amazing the things that you go through to find out that you have cancer. It ain't that always just going through the exam. You gotta make sure you know your body.
Yes.
Know your body, feel your body, touch your body. Because you're the first one to say something ain't right,
Yeah.
with it. But that early detection makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
But breast cancer in men is on the rise.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. I saw that on the a report come out about that, which is surprising, but not because they got bodies just like
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I noticed that was on the rise too. I know females are supposed to get a mammogram, every year after 50?
Yeah. It's very, very important.
To go. It's uncomfortable.
Oh, God. Well, it's better than what it used to be.
Yeah.
It definitely is better than what
But
it
now
used
they
to
have
be.
the 3D.
Yeah.
Where they can really hone in on it, which is good. But Lord have mercy, that was almost torture when you went to
Yeah, and
to
I
get
think
that
that's
done.
why a lot of people didn't get it done.
But it's worth it
It is.
to save
It
your
is.
life early.
Yeah.
The last time I had one was probably 3-4 years ago. I need to go. I
yeah.
need to go.
Yeah, I do get mine every year. Well, they call me. The base calls me. Hey, time for your mammogram. Oh, it's been a year already.
Time go by fast.
It
don't
does. I was like, didn't I just do one?
Yeah.
Because most breast cancer are found after age 50.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
breast.
That's why get those mammograms.
Go get them. Go get them. Well, I always say people that have insurance won't go to the doctor. But people that don't have insurance, go to the doctor. So if you got the insurance, go to the doctor.
You're paying for it.
Yes.
Use it.
No, go ahead and get that preventive checkup.
Yeah. And that's the key. I think we spend so much on the after part where we don't spend enough on the preventive. We really need to start focusing on that preventive stuff. But I think a lot of people are just backwards on that. So
Well, let me give you why. The reason why it took me like 3 or 4 years. It hurts. I'm already flat. They're flattening it more. But
please,
yeah.
no more. Stop
But you know
it.
what? When I take my shower, I do,
Yeah, you got to
check
check.
mine.
Yeah. And I think that's something else too that it was almost shameful for people to check themselves where it's your body.
It's your body.
Touch your body
Yes.
and know what's going on with
Yeah.
it.
Well, you know what? I asked my husband, hey, can you know,
Mhm.
husband can help you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. He should know your body.
Right.
He said yes or no, Agnes.
I'll check. Yeah, like
Like really, I mean, because sometimes, okay, what is this one? So you just really have to ask them.
Yeah. I do that all the time, Johnny. I was like, was this mold there before? I don't remember this. Johnny's like, yeah, that's been there. Oh, okay.
I check my body, man. I'm telling you, I'm one of these ones, and it hurts whether you got big boobs or small boobs. Trust me, because I'm like, dang,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Flipping them over like pancakes.
Yeah, they sure do. Though. They don't care. They're just putting them on, flattening them, and
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
I was doing my research, and it says 1 in 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer in her lifetime.
Wow.
And that's 1 person every 2 minutes in the U.S.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Oh my goodness. I didn't realize it was that high. I knew the statistic was high, but I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah, that's high.
Wow. So definitely get checked. Especially if you're over 50.
And I was reading this. It says cancer begins in the cell, which are the basic building blocks which make up tissues. So somewhere I read that I think everybody has some kind of cancer cells, but when they
Yeah.
started building up. So you just got to kind of feel if you feel something that ain't right, lumpy. Even if the change of your breast look, there's stuff that you need to look
Oh
into.
yeah. But you know what amazes me with how far we are in technology, that we don't have a cure for cancer. And all the money we put towards cancer, I mean, it just really goes to show how difficult that is.
That is, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Because I know a lot of people do invest in cancer. Cancer research is done all over the world, but still,
Yeah, that's true.
we got a lot of people who pass away due to some type of cancer.
Cancer.
Yeah, you're right. We are so advanced in technology and all that, but the cure,
Yeah.
can't find.
Still don't have it. Yeah. So it has to come down to preventative.
Preventative.
You
And
gotta
I
do
still go back to the
preventative.
men because when you was reading it says 2,800 men will be diagnosed with invasive breast cancer.
Wow.
Because so men definitely need to go and
Oh,
check
get checked
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
Do you think
Everybody
it's
gets
something
checked.
that we eat or too much using of the radiation, microwaves?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question because to me, then it would affect everybody, but not
Right.
everybody is effective. So it's got to be what you're born with, and then like Diana mentioned earlier, it just grows.
Well, and then we think about the water contamination. They say was a part of the cancer. We don't know. Growing up, I used to eat the clay. You know,
Oh
the clay
yeah,
in
the
it?
clay. Yeah.
Maybe we need to
Yeah,
go back
growing
to
up
some.
also,
Yeah.
we drink from the well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's really hard. That's what I mean. Cancer is just so, well, it affects everything. There's so many types of cancer. Like even, leukemia, when I think of leukemia in children, why are some, that's the creator again. I'm sorry. I don't want to blame you. But why does a child have to go through that?
Born with it.
Born with it. It's just a lot of cancer in our world, and we don't have a cure for it yet.
Right.
I think that's what hurts me the most.
But sometimes I believe that there's a cure, but if there is, then we're going to put a lot of people out of business. You know what I mean? I just feel like there's something out there that
There's
could
gotta
do it.
be.
Yeah, because I believe our body is supposed to naturally heal itself if we do right.
Yeah.
We put so much stuff in our bodies. That's not natural.
see, in the
That's
Philippines,
not naturally.
we grew up with organics. If we have headache, our parents just, okay, this will be good for you. Just drink it. It's just out of the tree. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the way it's supposed to be. Well, what's your rate of you living though? Most of your people live a long life.
Oh yes.
So
It must be the rice. We eat a lot of rice, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But
I know you guys got some good skin, and you guys don't age.
no, no.
Oh, Miss Diana don't either.
No. Well, this is just pure Vaseline. So I just,
Vaseline is
Vaseline.
good. Oh my
Vaseline.
gosh.
but it says, but there is hope. When caught in the early stage, 5-year relative survival rate is 99%. So when it's caught
Oh
early,
wow. See, that's what I mean. That's an early detection. Get checked.
get checked. Get checked.
Oh my
Find a
gosh.
month and get checked. I do everything on my birthday, in my birthday month.
Oh,
I do
okay,
all my
that's
doctor's
smart.
visits in my birthday month. Except for my eyeglasses this
That's
year.
a good
But
one.
I do.
That is.
That's my month where I have everything checked my birthday
I
month.
need to start doing that. I need to start
That way I
doing-
can keep up with it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
And
my
if I feel a
goodness.
pain, I got no problem going
I
to the
like
doctor.
that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
always reading about that. And the other day I was reading about like people with that has diabetes, and it was saying if they don't go to the bathroom regularly, that could be a lot of it. Diabetes, because we're holding our waste, which turns into nothing else.
Oh.
So your body needs to be really clean out.
Yeah.
You need to be able to go to the bathroom regular, drink plenty of water.
Yeah.
But you can drink too much water, you know?
Oh yeah, you can.
I found that out. I was like, what?
Oh yes, yes.
I-
People die from that drinking too
too
much
much.
water.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I read that somewhere too. I read that, but I try to drink at least 8 glasses of water.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
A day?
I'm terrible.
Yes,
You guys know
it's
I drink
amazing.
tea. I drink tea all day long, and then probably a Coke. So I'm very terrible with water.
I'm
I
going
need
through
to drink
Bojangles line and say, can I have a large sweet tea, please?
Uh-huh.
That's my problem.
Because I've been drinking a lot of water. When I drink Coke, it makes me headache. No.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
The
Because
caffeine?
Caffeine.
because you already cleanse.
Yeah.
You're cleansed already.
Oh. Okay.
So.
Yeah, I keep saying I need to do that. But
It's hard sometimes.
It's
right?
hard to give
It's
up my
hard.
tea.
But do you like different flavors of tea?
I do.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's
And I even drink caffeine-free tea too, especially
good.
at night, like the sleepy time and stuff.
Have you
So
tried
I
that
do at
lavender?
night. Yes.
Oh, that lavender tea.
Yeah.
is
Do you drink coffee
amazing.
too, or
It's
just?
No, I don't drink coffee.
Me
No,
too. I
me-
don't.
I drink coffee.
I don't like the taste of coffee.
Yeah.
I love the way it smells.
Yeah.
I love the aroma, but I don't like the way it tastes.
Well,
can't
I think
do
it's.
coffee.
I drink creamer with a little bit of coffee. That's it.
A dash of coffee.
Just a dash of coffee. Give me more creamer, please.
That's how my
So,
mom is. She puts a lot of cream and sugar in it. I was like, Mom, why are you putting coffee?
When I was in the Philippines, what we do is we toasted the rice,
Mm-hmm.
so it become like black.
Oh, like,
And then we put water, we boiled it, we put sugar, and that's our coffee.
oh.
Say that again.
How healthy is that? Yeah.
So the rice, we toasted it until it gets brown or black, and then we put water, we boiled it, and that's our coffee. You just put rice sugar or milk. Yeah, I think that's more healthier.
Oh,
'cause
it
it's
is.
toasted.
It
Try-
is.
Bring me some.
I'll make some.
Yeah. Oh
I
my
probably won't have
gosh.
heartburn because I get heartburn drinking a whole lot of coffee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for that Parisian coffee.
Oh, okay. And that's your body telling you,
Yeah.
not good for you,
There
Diana.
you go.
Or it's too much.
Yeah.
How many times do you drink a day?
About 2 or 3 cups. Depending on what I'm doing. And depending on how much rest I got the night before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I need to stay focused, I might need to give me a cup of coffee so I can stay focused. But I really like that Peruvian coffee. I drank so much of that coffee and I was like, okay, nothing is happening. I think I found my coffee.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Once you find it, stay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should try making that again. Toasted rice coffee.
Yeah.
I'll bring some.
I'd
try
love to
that.
try that. It sounds healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says here too, ladies, that each year in the United States, about 240,000 women get breast cancer and 42,000 women die from the disease.
Wow.
And men also get breast cancer. You've already mentioned that, but it is not very common. About 1 out of every 100 breast cancers diagnosed in the United States is found in a man.
Wow. So out of 100, so 99 are women and 1 man.
Yeah.
La'Moore, it's about time. You need
La'Moore,
to
get
get
your
checked.
check.
Make sure your breast get your breast checked. But what I also like too with the breast
Lamar said,
cancer,
why you guys always bring me in on the conversation?
oh, it's right here. Even if they had to do a reconstruction surgery, they can do that.
Oh, yeah.
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 You know, back in the days they couldn't do none of that, but now they can. You got the nice bras and everything.
Yeah,
So,
for that. Yeah. And that's good. That reminds me of Angelina Jolie when she was found out that she was carrying the gene. She had that done.
She willing done it even before she even found
Before
out that
she
she
went-
had cancer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to get rid of that risk for there and be around for her children. I thought that was very what's the word I want to say?
Brave.
Yeah.
Very brave
Yeah,
to do it
definitely.
before.
Very
because but
courageous.
it ran in her family though or something.
Yeah.
Right? It
Yes,
was
it ran in her
okay.
family.
Oh, I
So
remember
definitely,
that.
it's important to know your family's history
Yes.
too for that. Yeah, because I know I don't know anybody in my family that had breast cancer, but like colon cancer runs in my family.
And you can do that test right there from home and
Oh
send it
yeah,
off.
and send it off.
Yeah. So that is
Yeah.
something that you tell them, hey, you can do this from home, send it off, get it done.
Yeah.
But definitely you need family meetings. To me, this is what family meetings
You
should
gotta
be
have
about.
discussions
Yes.
about that.
Real talk. Real talk on this right
real
here.
talk. You know, just like high blood pressure runs in my family. You gotta know that stuff, so you're prepared.
And people used to say high blood pressure ran because it had a lot of weight and stuff on them. No, I know plenty of people that was small
Oh,
that
yeah.
had high blood
I got
pressure.
high blood pressure, and I'm only but 10. You know,
Right.
It doesn't matter about weight or anything. Yeah, doctors.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. on
When I
that.
go in-
Jeff is
Yeah.
he's big, but his blood pressure is good.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but again, that was something that your body was telling you something ain't right.
Something is right.
Something
Yeah.
ain't right. And you at least get on a pill to keep it regulated. Keep it going.
Regulate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's ways to do that preventive stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I could tell when my blood pressure gets up because I get so hot. Like I'm hot. Like I thought it was menopause, but no, come find out I got high blood pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get
right.
really tired feeling my eyes feel like they're just so tired and I
Oh,
know my
yeah.
pressure is up.
Yeah, I think I need to get checked.
But I take my pill. I'm taking my pill.
Yeah, I take mine. I do. I got my own blood pressure cup at home. So actually, my doctor wants me to send in the numbers every day again because it's
Monitor.
high. It's high.
Do you notice that it go up higher when you're doing events and stuff? Or stuff
I
been
don't
going
think
on?
then I don't notice it. I only notice it when I sit down and relax. That's when I'm like, oh my God, it feels, you know how you can hear your heartbeat and stuff? I'm like, oh my gosh, I better go check myself. I ain't doing right. But I think when I'm so busy, I'm running, I don't pay attention. But yeah, when I sit down and it's quiet, that's when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm
That's
up there.
it to you?
Well, I know. Health Watch. I was reading an article years ago. It says whenever you get home, you should sit still for 30 minutes. Don't do anything. Plant your feet. Stay still. Let your body kind of come down before you do anything.
Yeah.
Because your mind, everything is going. I think that helped me when I learned how to just place my feet down and just sit there
Yeah.
and stuff.
Even you gotta
putting your
have that
feet
time
on the
to
ground.
yourself.
Yes.
You gotta have that
It's
time.
like a woosah moment.
Yeah.
Doing this.
Yes.
Yeah. I really need to get checked, ladies, because sometimes Jeff told me, "You're warm." I think I'm warm again. Look.
Oh, you
You
are?
are.
I am.
Yeah.
You're hungry. That's what you
I'm
are.
always warm. I
That's
don't
what
know
that is.
why. I hope I'm not.
Well, do you get real hot at night? Because if so, that's hot flashes. Just in case you don't know.
No.
That's
Hot
good.
flashes when I get that. It's probably I experienced probably about 5 times
That's all.
in my
I can
life.
tell you 10 o'clock just by my body. I'm like, okay, it's got to be close to 10.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be.
It's got
Because
to
my
be.
body started doing all that stuff. But I cut out sweets and stuff now at night. I don't eat those sweets or anything at night. Because,
Yeah.
And I noticed that it has helped.
Oh, good.
So I cut
good.
that out some.
Yeah.
Yeah. But your body would tell you, but it's right. Get in tune with your body. Know your body. Check your body.
Yeah.
Check everything. You know.
Yeah.
So.
And if you haven't, start. Start. It's never too late to start.
Yeah, and there's free stuff out there if you don't have insurance.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I would definitely want people to know. Make sure you go and check your local health departments.
Yes.
They always have something going on. Whether I think our right now is doing the free mammograms. So just find out what's going on in your health department because they will definitely get you on the right track.
And that's the resource. Knowing that there is some resource out there. There was a free dental
Yeah.
clinic in Onslow County not long
Yes.
ago, and there was so many people went. But that's what that information is there for you.
Yes.
So don't not go.
Yeah,
Go.
what's so good here in America is there's a lot of resources, free resources
Yes.
compared to my country. I mean, grab it, you guys. Take that
advantage of
opportunity.
it.
Yes.
So what do you guys do in your country? You don't have free. Do you have free insurance? That
When
everybody
I
can
was
use?
when I was there, we don't have anything like that. But now, they do now. But still, you need a lot of resources over there because a lot of people there you can just take one place to go and they have to drive, they have to travel. But right now, they're being educated about what's going on mentally, physically, and all this abuse and all this cancer. So that's good too.
And I know you
when
do a good
was-
job sending stuff back home.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, guys. I need to
saw
post
that.
something this week.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, it was good. It's
Yeah.
good seeing that.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show how different medical coverage is throughout the world, though, too. You know,
Yeah.
some
Canada get
people
it
don't
free,
pay
right?
for it. Yeah, some countries got free medical, you know, but it might come out of like taxes or everybody does it so differently. But I do want to put out there that there is an insurance out there. Reach out to Parks Insurance, and they will definitely look at that coverage for you. It is free. It is funded by the government. And here's the thing why we don't hear about it is because the 5 leading medical facilities still get paid from the government if people pick up that insurance or not. So if you're making $35,000 or less, you're automatically going to get the free medical coverage. If you're making more than that, but you have dependents, it gets cheaper. Check it out, Parks Insurance. When you bring up the link, it's going to have free medical right there. Sign up for it. See if you're qualified, or you might get in cheaper than what you're paying now. So I'm putting a plug out there because that's making a difference here in our community right now. We got so many people that can't get the preventive care
Right.
because they don't have the insurance to pay for that.
And it started off with our second chance when them coming out of prison, right?
Yes.
But now it's available to anybody can apply for
Anybody
their
can
insurance.
apply.
That
Yes.
was Parks
Good
Insurance.
information.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's in all 50 states. He's the only one who does it in all 50 states.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Now that is awesome. Because insurance is expensive.
It is. It is. When you think about what comes out, some people pay up to $600, even more a month for their medical insurance.
And then I'm like, and you don't go to the doctor,
you don't
you're
use
paying
it?
that money?
Mhm.
Go to the doctor, get checked out.
Yes.
Yes.
It really, and my thinking is, do that preventive care. So when you do retire and you're living on Medicaid or Medicare, at least you're healthy because you did all that preventive stuff before. Use that medical. You're paying for it. Use it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Get on walking, but it's Breast Cancer Month,
Mm-hmm.
and we just want everybody to be healthy.
Yes.
Healthy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
life is good. We
Yes,
want
it
you to
is.
live it
Enjoy
to the fullest.
it, yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
And there's so much we can get into about the breast cancer, the breast itself. You can be careful with the implants and stuff that we put into our body. You got to be very careful because you're putting that into your body.
Silicone.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's
That is not
using the
natural.
same.
I don't know what they're using now. I think they changed that, right? Did they move? Oh, I have to look at that and see. I don't know.
Let me get one so I can tell you, Raquel.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, but I know there was some that was making people sick. I do remember that. But when you think about putting something foreign in your body naturally pushes stuff out
Right.
that doesn't belong there.
Right.
So,
But it takes a while for it to accept it, if it ever does.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah. But you think about where we're at in the world right now is people want the big breast, they want the big butt. They're going to
Every measure.
extreme lengths to get that look, where I think we just need to celebrate that everybody's beautiful in their own way.
Just
Wonderfully
celebrate what
made.
God given you.
Yes.
What God gave you, because we're
Don't
beautifully
try-
and wonderfully made.
Yes, don't try
Yes.
to be someone else. Mhm.
Yes. Well, I don't, because they
Wow.
can call me and ask me. I'm like, girl, stay where you are. You good?
Yes.
You good?
You got it right.
Yes.
Yep. Everybody blossoms and blooms at their own time.
That's right. Maybe later in life, but it sure happen.
Well, thank you guys for
Yes.
joining us today. Great conversation. I guess the key takeaway is go get checked.
Yes.
And your birthday month is the time to do it. But thank you for being with us today. Please don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. We will see you guys next week.
Yes.
See you again.
Yes. And what else do we want to mention? Oh, yeah, the domestic violence
Yes.
month and Alzheimer's
The vigil.
month.
Don't forget the vigil tomorrow. If they're not doing anything, tomorrow at 6 o'clock at the waterfront.
Yep.
Mhm.
Come
on
Got
out.
the candlelight vigil going on. So just a lot of stuff. Look at the resources in your community, guys. Really see what's going on and be a part of it. Especially if something's free, hop on it.
Yeah.
Hop on it. There ain't too much stuff that's free nowadays.
No, be the change.
Be
That's
the
what
change.
I say. Be the change.
And let's
that
celebrate
see.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Be the
All right.
change. That's a big thing.
See you next week.
See you guys next week. Good conversation,
Powerful
ladies.
Voices of Sisterhood fans, we got some exciting news today. We are proud to announce our new partnership with Vegas Plus, Colorful Voices of Sisterhood, to be aired on all of the platforms of Vegas Plus, primarily on the Vegas Live TV and Phil Am TV network. What this means is Colorful Voices of Sisterhood will be aired 7 times weekly on the linear channels, including but not limited to Roku, Amazon Fire TV, KGNG 26.8 Las Vegas, WCETV, VegasLiveTV.us, and now, more importantly, on the Vegas Plus Live channel platform in Ampo Theater.
Cheers to us.
Yes.
Cheers!
Yes.
Many more to
Yes.
New network, new friendship.
Thanks to them, we did it.
At La'Moore Media Versatility, we aim to provide comprehensive solutions to our clients. We have a team of experienced professionals who can help you with every aspect of your media needs. From documentation and marketing to promotion and more, we provide our clients with top-notch quality services. We understand that each client is unique and has specific needs. That's why our team works closely with you to understand your company and event goals and objectives. We are committed to providing the highest quality services in media and strive to exceed our clients' expectations. Our team is passionate about helping you reach your goals and making sure you get the best experience and results. If you're looking for a reliable business to help you with all your media needs, look no further than La'Moore Media Versatility. Contact us today to get started at 252-497-3817 or at www.lamoore-photos.com.